What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Chase Down. I'm your host, Chase Angers. Today we're just going to talk about the Thunder and then talk a little bit about the rest of the NBA. And Thunder had some media day, and we'll talk about NBA signings and guys who are sitting out. Thunder have signed Lou Dort to a 4-year, $5.4 million contract, which is a really good deal for the Thunder. And it's an okay deal for Lou Dort. Considering he can get better, he could have signed maybe a shorter deal, maybe 2-year deal with an option or 1-on-1, and waited and probably got some more money out of it. But right now it's a good deal for the Thunder. They got a young player who's probably only going to get better on a long-term deal. Lou Dort really just has an undrafted guy looking to lock up a roster spot. Set to make $155,000 for the rest of this year, and then the 20 and 21 season he's fully guaranteed for $1.5 million, and then the 21 and 22 season set to make $1.7 million with $300,000 guaranteed, and the 22-23 season $1.9 million with $325,000 guaranteed. Good for Lou Dort finally getting his contract. Started out the year on a 2-way contract after he went undrafted. The Thunder just kind of went in, scooped him up. Then he was on a 2-year contract, and he started out this season playing in the G League. And in the G League, he played 13 games, averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and almost 1 steal. Shot 44%, and he shot 33% from 3. Dort was in the starting lineup after Ferguson went out in January for personal reasons, and then he just really never left that starting lineup. In his 21 starts with the Thunder, they went 16-5, and then he averaged 6 points, 1.9 rebounds, shot 30% from 3, and almost had 1 steal per game. But the big thing wasn't his offense. The dude came out and he was already an awesome defender. The first time he guarded James Harden, Harden went 9 for 29, shot 31%, 1 for 17 from 3. Then he guarded Damian Lillard, he went 8 for 24. And then Donovan Mitchell, he went 10 for 25, and then Trae Young 7 for 20. And since the Thunder have signed Lou Dort, they opened up a 2-way contract spot on the roster, and they signed Devin Hall to fill that spot, and they also signed him to be a substitute player for the remainder of the season. Devin Hall's only appeared in 5 games with the Thunder, and he played a couple preseason games as well. But he's been playing with the Blue, and he played 30 games, averaged 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and almost 1 steal. Shot 36% from 3 on 6 attempts. The Thunder also had a couple guys go through media day. Again, Lou Dort was one of them. He said he got to sign his contract on his mom's birthday, and then he also said he been working on knocking down open shots, working on his offense. And he even said that Andre Roberson is looking ready to go, and if Dre did come back, that would add some size to the wing position for the Thunder. They have a lot of guys on the wing position, but not a whole lot of height and length on that wing position. Kind of shorter guys. Terrence Ferguson 6'6", Lou Dort like 6'3", 6'4". And you got Shea playing the 2 guard. He's 6'6", but he's really skinny. And then you got Hamidou Diallo 6'5". So if Dre did come back, that would add a little bit of size to that wing position. Probably wouldn't play a ton of minutes, probably no more than 10 or 12 minutes, depending on how he practices and goes through these scrimmages. Billy says he wants to get Dre out there 5-on-5 and see how he feels. He said Dre's making good progress, and that he's in a good place right now. And it's been a long time since we've seen Dre play. Hasn't played in 2 years, 5 months, and 10 days. Hasn't played since Carmelo Anthony was on the freaking team. So it's been a long time for Dre. So if he does get out there, he probably won't play a ton of minutes, and he might be a little rusty off the start. And he'll probably play a little different. He probably is not as athletic because his game kind of relied on his athleticism on the offensive end. Dude could jump out the buildings, making backdoor cuts, catching alley-oops, standing by the basket, getting rebounds, getting putbacks. Man, he was really going right before he got hurt. He was having really good, just like part of the season on offense. Wasn't shooting as many threes, was attacking the basket, staying near the rim, and he was just being a beast on defense as usual. So I'll be really happy to see Dre get back out there and just play some basketball. Now Billy also said that he has total confidence and belief that there won't be a group that will work harder to get back to a high level of play. So that's a good thing. Coach has confidence in the players. That's the main thing I'm worried about. Can the Thunder come back and have that chemistry that they were having right before the season ended? Because, man, we were playing really awesome. I just want to see these guys get back together, start playing the basketball like they were playing. That's the only part I'm worried about. Can they keep playing like they were when they left off? Now, the Thunder, they did release a scrimmage schedule for the Thunder. July 24th, going to play the Boston Celtics. July 26th, going to play the 76ers. And July 28th, going to play the Portland Trail Blazers. The NBA says that schedule is subject to change, but that's not a big deal. Just as long as those guys get a scrimmage in before those couple regular season games. Because for a lot of those teams, that regular season games are going to be really important for seeding, and some of those guys got to get in the playoffs in general. So just having a couple warm-up games before those regular season games will be really important to some of those teams. Guys like Shea and Darius Baisley have been playing pretty much since the league stopped. Shea said he's played pretty much the whole time, and we've seen Baisley was playing in the Skins League in Oklahoma City until they shut that down. But Billy did say that the team won't be all together until they get into Orlando. I know Gallinari's back in Oklahoma. Steven Adams is in Oklahoma. So some of those guys are there, but we don't know exactly where everybody's at. So it'd be good once those guys get back together in Orlando, start practicing. Billy said that he has no idea as a coach what the team looks like right now. So again, it's going to be really important. Talk about some other stuff that happened for the all defensive teams. Chris Paul got one first team vote and 2 second team votes, and then Adams had 2 second team votes, and then Dennis Schroeder got 1 second team vote. So Dennis Schroeder, that guy coming off the bench, being the defensive monster for the Thunder. Just some other stuff that has been going on. Some guys sitting out are like Avery Bradley, Davis Bertans, Trevor Ariza. Bradley Beal just said today that he's going to be out with a shoulder injury. And then DeAndre Jordan and Spencer Dinwiddie have both said that they're going to sit out. So the Wizards and the Nets just taking 2 big hits, and that's going to open up the East even more with those kind of mid seedings and later seedings for the East. So the Wizards are out 3 players. They're out Bertans, Bradley Beal, and John Wall, and then you got the Nets are out DeAndre Jordan, Spencer Dinwiddie, KD, Kyrie Irving. But I wouldn't count out the Nets too much on that one. They still got guys like Karis LeVert and Jarrett Allen to hold that team down, but probably not going to make too much noise in the rest of the season. Guys that have signed, we got Trey Burke to the Mavericks, we got Tyler Zeller to the Spurs, we got David Nwaba to the Rockets, probably playing power forward. Corey Brewer to the Kings. Got PJ Dozier, former Thunder player, gets a full contract with the Denver Nuggets. He was on a 2-way contract. Ryan Brokoff to the 76ers to add a little bit of spacing to the 76ers. Tyler Johnson finally gets to the Nets. So the Nets do add 1 player. The Nets finally lock up Tyler Johnson. They've been trying to get him. The reason the Heat had to pay him so much, they had to match the Nets offer that they gave him back when Tyler Johnson was a free agent. and that's why he got such a big contract. Anthony Tolliver to the Grizzlies, and Joakim Noah to the Clippers. I might have missed some. It's been a minute since I looked at the signings. Also, some big news, some sad news. Vince Carter has officially said he's retiring. So Vince Carter has played his last game of NBA basketball, which is sad to see. Wish he would have went out with more of a bang for his last game. He didn't really know it was going to be his last game going into it. But Vince Carter's just an awesome player, one of my favorite players of all time. Half man, half amazing, one of the best dunkers of all time. It's gonna be weird to watch the NBA without Vince Carter in it. Like I said, one of my favorite players. He was annoying when he was with the Mavericks, but it was awesome to watch. So that's a sad one. So yeah, no more Vince Carter. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at ChaseThunder4, at @the_ChaseDown. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.